Aloha. Get everybody in. Good evening, good evening.
Hello.
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 Hey. Let me just turn this up so I can hear everybody. How are we?
I feel a wee bit choky. Or kind of, that flowy kind of thing.
In the throat?
Yep. And just so, my chest is dead heavy.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of energy around that area at the moment. There's a lot of, what's the best way to put it? I think what I'm perceiving now more than ever before is that we're tuning a lot into the collective consciousness. And there's so much crap going on in the world that it generates anger in our reality. So like that, it feels like a sick feeling stuck in the throat, this energy that wants to come out. And I just think it's because there's parts of us that are not acknowledging like the psychic receiver that we are. And we just put everything down to what's going on in our reality and assuming that this is all because it's something that we're creating. And I think there is the part of that we play in all of that, but it's also about letting go of maybe not letting go, but moving on or moving beyond what is being created in the outside world that we may be oblivious to, if that makes sense. Which I feel like tonight's session will contribute to dissipating some of that.
What does dissipating mean? Is that
like dissolving it?
Dissolving it, okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I listened to last week's, because obviously I was at him and Alex's last week, so I've listened to it a few times this week.
Yeah, so tonight's is the part 2 to that, because it was such a huge, the digestive system in itself is huge. And last week, the focus was mainly on the stomach. And today I feel like it's a combination between the stomach and the mouth, because the feeling that I get is a very nauseous feeling, like wanting to throw up as I tune into this energy, which makes me want to look at, see if Yvette's got anything on that specifically, because if there's something more specific, then I'll go into it. 5, 6, 9, 3, 2. And do you know what? As I'm perceiving the sickness, or like, it feels like a disgusted kind of feeling. It's almost like disgusted that this is the reality, or like, it's almost like, how are we in 2023 and this is how people are behaving? So everything that is, will you all uncreate and destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, popcorn, nine shorts, boys, perverts and beyonds. And all the disappointment, the disgust, the let down that you are perceiving through not being. Ugh, sorry, this energy is a bit potent. Will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Okay, so I'm going to look at nausea because the first few sentences kind of ring true to this energy. So in the book Metaphysical Anatomy by Yvette Rose, which is like a Bible of all conditions, when it's under nausea, she says, what in your life are you unable to digest? So everything that you've been unwilling to acknowledge about what you're unable to digest that is creating chaos and havoc in your life, will you uncreate and destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts and beyonds. And who have you been unwilling to acknowledge in your life that is creating chaos or havoc for you, that if you would acknowledge would create greater ease in your body? And everything that does not allow you to know that, will you uncreate and destroy it all? She then goes on to say, who and what are overwhelming you? You may feel challenged by past issues that are now being triggered by recent circumstances. So everything that you're psychically perceiving, that you're unwilling to know, see, perceive, or receive, will you uncreate and destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts and beyonds. And everything that's going on in the world that you don't know about, but you're psychically tuning into, that is triggering past issues so that you will heal it. Can we give it the healing that it's asking for, whilst also releasing any vows, oaths, commitments, promises, contracts, obligations for you to suffer in order to heal it? And everything that is, will you uncreate and destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts and beyonds. Jeez. So she continues to say, you want to rid yourself of any toxic circumstances, including old emotions. Your head mind often creates a worst case scenario that is not always real. The body is always ready to fight or flight, and as a result, it produces too much gastric acid. This is also related to the vomiting instinct. So everywhere you're stuck in fight or flight, as a way of responding to past traumas, so that you can know that you're alive, will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts and beyonds. And anywhere you've decided the only way to release or get rid of toxicity within your body is to vomit, or to come to the point that you're so disgusted that the vomiting naturally occurs, will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts and beyonds. So what is it that your body needs to know is over, that you keep on choosing to play out in this reality to keep the trauma alive? And all the awareness that you've received on that, can we send it a healing of unconditional love? And can we show your body that it no longer needs to act in survival mode? Can we show you and all parts of you that you've survived the incidences, that you are now beyond the trauma, and that those parts of you can come up to date with who you are now, bringing synchronicity and balance to you and your body? So the energy that's coming up here is the energy of abuse. So anywhere that your body hasn't yet realized that the abuse is over, and that you keep on finding a way to abuse yourself and your body, can we just resolve that on all levels and bring in the Creator's highest truth, perspective, and understanding of peace, and downloading your body what it feels like to live and be peaceful? So I'm just going to repeat that last bit that she says. So this, the body is always ready to fight or flight, and as a result, it produces too much gastric acid. This is also related to the vomiting instinct. The body tries to rid itself of excess acid. This can happen when a person tries to rid themselves of circumstances that are triggering old trauma. It's the body's way of trying to create a barrier between you and a stressful environment. So can we shed light on all of the stressful environments that have been in your life and send them a healing of unconditional love? And anywhere you've needed the stress to remain alive, can we release all of that now, showing you and your body what it feels like to live without needing stress? And that you know how to live your daily life without stress. That you know how to live your daily life without triggering old stress, just so that you have something to heal. Jeez. Okay. You may worry about things that have not taken place and might never take place. This often stems from a childhood spent in a very stressful environment. You may have always seen your mother feeling stressed and anxious. This left you with the feeling that life is unsafe and everything is out of control. So everything that just brought up, will you uncreate and destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And everywhere you are being controlled by a part of your childhood that was overloaded in stress, that made you believe that the only way that you could survive is by living through stress. Can we now resolve everything that is? Send it a healing of unconditional love on all levels and mark it as done and complete. And anywhere you learn to live in stress as a way of remaining in control and needing stress so that you could control or be controlled? Will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyond. Ooh, pardon me. She goes on to say, you could be trying to escape from a current or past situation that is eating away at you, especially if the nausea is due to a stomach ulcer. So anywhere that your digestive system, especially your stomach, is eating away at you, through any current or past emotions, can we just resolve that? Send it a healing of unconditional love from the point of trauma and release it into the Creator's light. And everything that is, will you uncreate and destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. So anywhere that any part of you doesn't know what it feels like to feel safe, when to relax and how to relax, can we now resolve that through the Creator on all levels, across all dimensions, time, space, and realities? So anywhere you're locking onto past trauma, having awareness of it so that you can control it as a way of trying to make sure that it never repeats again, but that it keeps on repeating on you. Will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And everywhere you fear letting go of the old and embracing the new, will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyond. So what decisions have you made about moving forward that keep you locked into pain and suffering? And everything that that is. Will you revoke, recount, reclaim, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate it all? Times a gazillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyond. So what if you had the new life, the new relationship, the new experience with money, the new desires, and everything that that brings up and pulls down? Will you uncreate and destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. So that goes on to say new changes might come with a price, adding stress to current challenges that you cannot digest. So everywhere you decided that living the life that you desire is not something that you can stomach, so you remain in your comfort zone to keep on playing out everything that you cannot digest, will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyond. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyond. You have an unconscious fear that new changes might create more out of control circumstances. Therefore, it feels safer sticking to old and familiar relationships, habits, and patterns. So, all the known and unknown fears, objections, and choices to never change because you decided that change meant that life was out of control, dangerous, and unsafe. Will you uncreate and destroy all of that? And anyway, you decided you're not willing to let go or lose familiar relationships, habits, and patterns, will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. So what would happen if history had to repeat itself? And everything that brings up, will you uncreate and destroy it all? And everywhere you're functioning from unwillingness for shit to repeat that you're trying to control, which never lets you leave the loop that you are choosing, will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And all of the resentments, rejections, regrets that you're holding on to keep you living dysfunctionally, which ends up resulting in you dying rather than thriving, will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyond. And I just want you to feel into this for a moment. Who or what do you believe that you need protecting from that makes you feel so sick? And everything that brings up, will you uncreate and destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. I feel like that's enabled a lot of energy to settle, but there does feel like there's this tightness across the stomach. So everywhere you've given your power away so that you never create beyond anyone or anything that's ever been created before, will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And anywhere you're giving your power away to any entities or walk-ins that are attached to you or in you, can we now send them all into Creator's light, released from you and your reality, and never to return again? And anywhere you're unwilling for your psychic senses to be a contribution to you in whatever capacity that means for you, and all the fears that you've attached to being psychically aware and knowing, can we release it all into the Creator's light, dissolve it on all levels, releasing any trauma experienced with being psychically aware, and replace it with knowing what it feels like to be safe being psychic. And everywhere you've been ignoring your gut instincts, which is simply a psychic receiver, will you uncreate and destroy everything that you've put in place so that you truly avoid knowing? And everything that is, will you uncreate and destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. So the question that comes up to me now is, what are you sick and tired of choosing that if you made a different choice would no longer be a part of your reality? And everything that you've just acknowledged there, will you uncreate and destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And anywhere you bought into the belief that you had to uphold those choices, can we just release the need to uphold any choice that you've made, showing you that you can change your mind at any time and that you can make new choices if those choices no longer serve you? And everything that does not allow you to know that, can we now lift, pull, cancel, and release it all into the Creator's light and dissolve it in unconditional love? So everything that you decided that you could not digest about this reality, which is creating havoc for you, your choices, and what would create more for you, can we uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Okay, that feels like it's actually released a hell of a lot. So just let me know how you're feeling. You can always type in the chat box if you prefer, or you can unmute yourselves, whatever you like.
Kat, sometimes I don't feel as if I can relate to the question or understand it, but I just go along with it. Is that still doing me good?
So as long as you feel that when you say yes, it's true to your being, then it's a yes.
Okay.
But if you don't feel like it's true for you, it just won't change anything. That's all.
Okay. Sometimes I don't know if I
So
understand the question, if that makes sense.
yeah, absolutely. So there's the part of you that may not want to know the answer, so we can just dissipate the energy. But there's also the disruptor that is in any energy.
Okay.
And that's also why it's valuable to replay these as well, because you pick up something different every time, and it just helps deepen the healing. I think I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I've started a weekly call group that I'm part of, and I've been listening to the same recording maybe 4 or 5 times a day, and they're hour-long calls. And the first time I'm listening to it, I'm just like, that just completely went over my head, but I can feel that the energy of it is doing something.
Right.
So then I go over and over and over again, and then I'm like, oh, that's what she meant. And then it kind of clicks. So even if you don't understand something, but the question and the clearing feels like it's a positive contribution, then that's absolutely fine.
Okay, thank you.
Do you feel less of the intensity around what you were feeling in the stomach and the throat earlier?
Well, I'm sitting here with a little crystal on my throat just now. And I
Okay.
can feel the vibration from it.
Okay, that's good. And was it mainly in the throat that you were feeling things earlier?
Yeah, but see, while you're talking, my legs are twitching like crazy. Okay. So that sometimes puts me off because it's so annoying.
Okay, no worries, no worries. So I would just recommend replaying this so that it gets to the point where there's no part of you that's trying to distract you.
Okay.
From any healing. Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Let me just see here what we... So everything that you're choosing, or that any part of you is choosing, for you to be distracted so that you don't truly create the life that you desire, but also fear creating. Will you uncreate and destroy all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. So I just want you to get a sense of everything that is a distraction in your life that you have made decisions upon that have created conclusions that prevent you from being the greatness of you. So let's bring up all the energy of whatever that is, whatever those decisions and conclusions are, and let's uncreate and destroy them all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, cool, nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Okay. I'm getting the awareness, and I was having it before we started the call tonight, that it would be really good to do a healing of the baby in the womb. And now it just comes in much stronger. So let's close our eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow your body to completely and utterly relax. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, letting go of everything that no longer serves you and allowing every cell in your body to relax. I now want you to place your awareness in your heart space. As you witness a ball of energy coming together and expanding throughout your entire body, coming out through the soles of your feet and going in to the core of Mother Earth, where it meets a ball of bright white light. Wrap your energy around and through this ball of light as you now begin to draw it up into the soles of your feet, up through your body, wrapping around your spine and lighting up each of your chakras along the way. As it gently begins to come out of the top of your head and forming a ball of light. Place yourself into that ball of light, feeling safe and secure. As you now begin to softly lift up into the sky, going past the planets and the stars, through the universe and out of the universe. As you make your way through different layers of light, some darker light, some brighter lights, as you enter into a golden light. Move through this golden light and enter into the jelly-like substance that has the colors of the rainbow. Go higher and higher as you now come into a pink mist, feeling weightless and floaty as you make your way through this mist, entering into a beautiful pearly white iridescent light. The brightest light there is, but one that doesn't hurt your eyes. Go higher and higher as you now allow your ball of light to dissolve around you as you become one with this light. Don't worry, you won't lose your body. It will simply return to optimal health. Allow the energy to flow into every part of your body, especially the parts that require the healing and the transformation at this time to support you in moving forward. And in your mind, I would now like you to make the following command. Creator of all that is, it is commanded that any energies of darkness, any entities, any fallen angels, any wayward spirits are called by name into your light, never to return to me, my home, my reality ever again. Thank you, It is done, it is done, it is done. Show me. And I just want you to take a moment to follow the energy as these energies and entities leave your body and space now. I now want you to place your awareness at the time when you were a baby in the womb. And you're simply going to make the following command. Creator of all that is, it is commanded to send unconditional love to me as a baby in the womb. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And you're simply going to witness unconditional love wrapping around you as a baby in the womb, releasing all of the stress, the worry, the anxiety of the world around you, and it being dissolved in Creator's light. Any awareness that you perceive in this space, send it into Creator's light to resolve it and heal it for you now. And as you witness this taking place, I want you to bring your energy back up into Creator's light, rinsing the energy off as it dissolves in unconditional love. And anything that you've not been able to digest about your womb experience, can we now send it a healing of unconditional love, releasing all of the doubts, the lack in whatever way it's showing up in your life at this time, and send it into Creator's light. all the decisions, judgments, conclusions that you've made about life that is limiting you from living and thriving. Can we now resolve it on all levels and mark it as done and complete? And can we now download you and every cell in your body with the feeling of thriving, and that you know what it feels like to thrive in all areas of your life each and every day. And everywhere you have been choosing the energy of dying because you didn't know what thriving meant or what it felt like from the highest perspective, can we now rebalance everything that that is and resolve it on all levels, across all dimensions, time, space, and realities? Can we now also send a healing of unconditional love into your digestive system and ask the Creator to repair this and any part of your digestive system that requires a repair and instant healing now? I now want you to witness Creator's light in every cell of your body, allowing Creator to restore your body with happiness, joy, peace, and know that this is done easily and effortlessly through the Creator. That there's nothing that you are required to do but to simply receive. I now want you to take a nice deep breath in and blow out. Gain a sense of your awareness, of your energy, of the spark within you. And allowing it to flow just outside of your skin. So that you can be the expanded being that you are. In everywhere you have lived within the confinements of your body, being restricted and limited, and the finite being that you are not. Can we release everything that has kept you in the finite and downloading you with knowing that it is safe for you to function and be the infinite being that you are. Take a nice deep breath in and blow out. And gently begin to bring your awareness back into this space. And know that you are safe and protected in being the expanded you. Okay. I'm going to leave you in that expanded space. So that the healing can continue throughout the space and time that it needs, and through this next sleep cycle. And I would just like to remind you, for those of you who are choosing to join in on live, this Thursday at 6 a.m, I will be going live on our first round of money and manifesting clearings. So I look forward to seeing you there. Otherwise, enjoy the replays and I'll see you soon. Good night, everybody. Sleep well for those of you on live, and have a great day to those of you on replay. Bye-bye.
Good night.